Book review. Damned Palahniuk. So I'm gonna do a book review on Damned today by Chuck Palahniuk. This book is about a 15-year-old girl who dies and ends up in hell and trying to get in touch with Satan just to, you know, hang out with him and be his friend and stuff. And she's kind of like the stereotypical smart loner girl who boys don't like her, and she's really insecure about that, and she likes to read, and yeah, and her parents are famous. Her mom's like a movie star or something. They're really rich and very like unconventional parents, and she hates them, of course. It was okay. I feel like if you're a Palahniuk fan and you're wanting to go into this book looking for it to be like his older work, you're going to be disappointed. Unless you're like a diehard, have drank in the Palahniuk Kool-Aid fan, in which case you're gonna have a moral obligation to like it, I guess. It would just go against your entire belief system to say that anything he does isn't great. At the beginning, I was really on board and I really liked it, and I feel like it kind of had that old school Palahniuk quality of having some good one-liners and kind of a really interesting, simplistic prose that was very captivating, and he had a lot of interesting things to say around how we as a society see the dead, our addiction to hope, and how our society now has influenced hell, or this idea of hell, and some of his ideas of what hell is kind of interesting and kind of funny. So you had some chuckles about that at the beginning, but then once you get into the actual story, not a whole lot happens, but not in a literature type of way. It's more like just nothing happens. All the characters are just typical teenagers. Like there's like the punk rock kid who like doesn't give a fuck, and then there's like the stupid pretty popular girl, and there's like the stupid football jock guy, and then there's like the smart nerdy kid. Yeah, I don't know, so none of you really cared about at all. So anytime anything happened, I didn't really care all that much. Then in the last 50 pages, it kind of picks up. There's a little bit of a twist, which was interesting, and 50 pages, it's kind of an interesting take on fate, or on God's plan. And it's the first book in a trilogy, so I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to continue on with the trilogy, because since I got captivated in the end, I thought, oh, maybe the second book is going to be better, and I don't know, I'm still on the fence about it, about whether or not I'm going to continue. I think as a standalone book, it's not that good. I think it was like Palahniuk tries to do YA, is what I think it was. I don't know. I've heard like really mixed things about it. Some people, I feel like, really like it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not respecting that he's grown as an author, and so his books aren't the same. It doesn't mean that they're worse, it's just not what I'm expecting, maybe, is my issue. I don't know. Yeah, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5. 3 out of 5. I still can't decide if it's like a 2.5 or like a 3. So I'm gonna say like 2.76. Read it if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. I think you already knew those were your options before you started watching this video. I know I didn't clear anything up for you, but read it if you want, and if you don't, then don't. Yeah, but if you read this, let me know what you thought about it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, I would love to just hear what you thought, especially if what you thought is different than me, because I love hearing people's opinions that are different than mine, because everything would be boring if we all liked the same books and thought the same things and all that good stuff. That's it. Bye.